Alright guys, today I am back on Roblox Steal a Brain Rot, and today I'm gonna be pranking my friends with a secret Max Rebirth base. Let me explain. So pretty much, as you guys know, I have admin servers on Steal a Brain Rot, and one of the things that my account has access to is this command called announce. Check it out. If I open up this command menu and type in the announce command, I can literally make a server-wide announcement that pops up on everybody's screen, and I can have it say whatever I want. You know how during the Steal a Brain Rot events, there's like a little bit of text that always like whenever Sammy's talking to all the players, he puts text on the screen that says, hello, I'm about to spawn in a new brain rot. Yeah, I can pretty much create those messages. So what I'm going to do is go into the announce command, and I'm just going to put in a message that says, hello, let me say, hello, it's me, Sammy. Your server has been selected for a, what should I say? Your server has been selected for a new Max Rebirth. I'm going to pretty much make it look like Sammy has selected our server to test out a new Max Rebirth, and then my friends are going to absolutely freak out. Anyways, let me go ahead and put this announcement in the chat real quick, and let's see if this will work. There we go.
What the? Wait a second. Is the admin abuse starting?
Wait a second. There wasn't any admin abuse planned today.
Wait. What did the text say? It said something like, hello, it's me, Sammy.
It said, hello, it's me, Sammy. Your server has been selected for a new Max Rebirth. Wait a second. Do you know what this means?
Wait, what does this mean?
He's probably testing out a new update. He's probably testing it out on a few players at a time before he pushes it out to the entire game.
So, you're telling me we have early access to a new rebirth?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go. It looks like they're really buying it so far. The message looks so legit whenever I put it on the screen. Now I need to tell them how to do the rebirth. I'm going to say, in order to unlock this new base, you must get $150 trillion and then sell all your brain rots. Yep. You got to sell all your brain rots before you can rebirth. Because you know how normally whenever people rebirth, they always move their brain rots to another account so that they don't lose them? Well, in this update, Sammy patched it, allegedly. There we go. Let's put that in the chat.
He said, in order to unlock this new base, you must get 150 trillion and then sell all your brain rots.
Wait, what? Can we just move the brain rots to another account before we rebirth?
I don't know. Wait, I'm not seeing any new rebirth on the rebirth button right now. Maybe we need to hit all those requirements before we can even see the option to rebirth.
Whoa. Well, hey, we have to do this. Wouldn't it be cool if we were the first people to get this new rebirth?
But we have to sell all of our brain rots.
And come on, it's gonna be worth it. We can just get new brain rots later. Imagine how cool we are if we're the first people who have this new rebirth.
I guess you're right. That would be pretty cool. But I've got a lot of money to make. I've only got 20 trillion right now. We need to get 150 trillion.
Yeah, you're right. Same here. I need to go collect some money for my brain rots.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna buy 2x money so that I can get even more money.
Good idea. Same here.
And okay, this is perfect. It looks like my friends are really buying this. They're just running around their base collecting their money. They have no idea that that message was actually not from Sammy. But anyways, while they're doing that over there, I've actually got a funny idea. Why don't we actually make an upgraded base that looks like it could be the new updated Max Rebirth base, except we could just make the base really, really horrible. I think that would be really funny to do. Well, since I have admin commands right now, one of the things that we can do is go into the chat and grab ourselves the building tools. There we go. Now I've got these B tools that let me change anything on the server that I want. Let me also do semicolon fly so that we can start flying around. And what I'm thinking that we do is let's grab, let's just grab my base and then let's clone it and then just fly really far away to upgrade it. I don't want my friends seeing me upgrade this. Otherwise, this would look really suspicious.
Wait, should we go tell Dash about this new rebirth? He's on the server right now.
No. We should get it first and then we can tell him about it.
Oh, good thinking. We'll be one step ahead.
Bro, are you serious? They're not telling me about the new Max Rebirth? Little do they know, I am the new Max Rebirth. Well, I'm making it.
I think he said he's going on a walk right now, so he'll probably be back soon.
All right, well, let's get to building this base. First things first, let's just fly out of the map over here, and I'm gonna grab my base because it's got all 3 stories and everything. Or actually, should we use my base or should we just use a random base? Because we only need to build like an additional floor. Once my friends sell all their brain rots and stuff, we can just paste in the additional floor onto their base, and it's gonna look like they've got like a new floor and they got a new Max Rebirth. Yeah, let's just grab one of these default bases here. All right, I'm just gonna make a clone of this default empty base, and let's move it all the way out here where nobody is gonna see us. This is actually gonna be perfect. That was a crazy evil laugh. But anyways, now that we've got this base over here, the next thing that we need to do is make it so that this can easily just be attached to the top of a base. Right now, this does not work. We can't really just attach this to the top of a base because it's got the sign, it's got the collect zone. We got to get rid of that stuff. And in order to do that, actually, it's pretty easy. We just have to go over here into the Explorer, and then let's go into the map, and we need to find all the bases. Where are they? Oh, plots. There it is. Let's see. Which one of these plots is the plot that we have right in front of us? It's this one over here, plot number 4. And all we got to do now is just delete some of the stuff that we don't need. So let's delete, let's see, the plot sign. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need the sign. Let's go into this decorations folder over here. We need to delete this collect zone in front of of the base. Where is that? Where's the collect zone at? Trying to select it right now. I don't see it anywhere in here. It's somewhere in this folder though, I think. Collect zone, where are you? I know you're one of these things. Oh, I found it. Okay, let's delete that. We don't need the collect zone. That's the bottom of the collect zone. Let's delete the green part too. There we go. And then this is the sign, I think. Oh wait, no, this is the roof. We don't want to sell the roof. Sell. What am I saying? I meant to say delete. We can sell the sign though. There we go. And now we've got, yeah, this could be slotted onto the top floor of a base. Wait, we could have it where like there's no side entrance. The only way to get up here is like through a ladder. Yeah, let's add a ladder. We can have this big open wall be like the entrance to get into this top floor. Let's put down a ladder right over here. Wait, why is that like over there? I did not mean to put that there. We got to put it next to this little step. Yep, that looks pretty good. And then let's make this ladder a little bit longer because remember, we're going to be slotting this. We're literally just going to move this above their base. So we have to have a ladder that goes all the way down so that you can get up to it. Actually, we're going to have the ladder go down like this far. I think this will work. You'll see what this is going to be for in a moment. All right, this looks pretty good. Now it's time to make this base horrible. I want to make this upgraded base, this new Max Rebirth base, be so bad that my friends are going to regret selling all their brain rots. First things first though, we got to make the inside of this place look clean. We need to get rid of the friend button over here because normally this is only allowed on the first floor of the base. Normally you can't have this on the third floor. And then I guess we can keep the lock base thing because normally on the second and third floor of your base, you still have one of those. Okay, I think this is the thing that we need. Yeah, friend panel over here. Should we just delete this whole thing? Yeah, we can just delete it. There we go. Friend panel gone. And all right, now I think it's time to start customizing this base. So what could we do to make this base absolutely horrendous? What could we do to make this new floor be like the worst floor ever? I got an idea. What if we only have one single plot for putting brain rots in? Actually, that's pretty normal. Normally, whenever you rebirth, you only have one plot. Let's go over here to the animal podiums tab. And oh, look at that. We've got all of them selected. But this is actually so sick. We're customizing Steal a Brain Rot right now. Let's see. Which ones do we need to delete? I guess we can delete all of the ones except for number 10. There we go. Let's just select all of these and boom. There we go. Now you only have one plot. Oh, wait. Actually, I got a good idea. I got a really, really good idea. Let's delete all of these things over here except for number one. Number one is in the corner here. Oh, no, it's not. We need to delete all of them except for number 5. Yeah, I want one of the plots in the back to be the only one that's around because what I'm thinking we could do is make it an absolute pain in the butt to get to that plot. We can put like an invisible maze to actually get over here and open up your lucky block or whatever you put on this plot. Now inside of the base, what I'm thinking we do is let's grab ourselves the block tool and let's start making an invisible maze in here. This is going to be the worst floor ever in all of Steal a Brain Rot. Let me close up the Explorer here and then we need to choose the normal block type. And then, hold on, that is not the normal block type. There we go, normal block type. And then what we can do is start building the first wall for our invisible maze. There we go. This looks pretty good. Right now, we can build the maze all visible and stuff, but then once we're ready, once the maze is done, we can just press a button and make all of the blocks invisible. There we go. Okay, this looks pretty good for the first wall of our maze. Let's go ahead and clone it and move it to this side as well. There we go. This is looking really clean, actually. This looks like something that would actually belong in Steal a Brain Rot. I think this all looks pretty good. Is there any gaps inside of our walls? Nope, our walls look pretty great. You know, they call me the Steal a Brain Rot engineer. That's what I'm known as. Let me put these walls here like that. And all right, now it is time to begin the mazeification. It is time to start mazifying this place up. In order to start building the mazes, we got to build some confusing walls, some really, really confusing walls. That is the main goal of a maze. Let's put one wall over here and then let's rotate it 180 degrees like that. Move it in the center over here. And then, oh yeah, we can have like 2 paths that you can go down. This is going to be sick. So we'll have 2 paths that you can go down. We can make the left path be the wrong path. This will be the path that leads to a dead end. Except it's not going to be an easy instance lead to a dead end. We're going to make the person who wants to go to the brain rot podium go through an entire maze to realize that they hit a dead end. There we go. Let's just make a wall like that. And then let's make this wall thinner. This wall is like too big right now. Yeah. Let's make this hallway just a lot smaller, a lot more narrow so that we can fit a lot more maze inside of this spot. All right. So this looks pretty good. And oh, wait, hold on. I got a pretty evil idea for what we can do next. Let's go ahead and clone this wall, move it over here. And then for this next part of the maze, what I'm thinking that we do is put an invisible jump. Yeah. So this area is going to look like a dead end, but in order to go through it, you need to jump over this thing. And remember, this is all going to be invisible. So people just walking around, just trying to go through the maze, they're not going to be able to go through this part unless they just jump at the perfect spot. So, okay, that's pretty good. Now, after that, let's select another wall, clone it over here. And then for this part, let's see. We should have an opening in the middle so that it's really, really confusing. Yes, this is going to be perfect. There we go. Let's just have a big opening right over here like this. Actually, wait, no. Big opening. What am I talking about? We need a small opening. There we go. This will be the only area that you can go through for this next part of the maze. Yes, this is perfect. And remember, all of this is going to be invisible at the end. So people are going to be going through the maze thinking they're getting closer to the animal podium over here. But remember, this side is going to be the dead end. So they're not going to be getting anywhere. Anyways, for the next part of the maze, we got to make these walls even more narrow. We got to make them so small and so hard to get through. Actually, thinking about it now, this base is going to be kind of good for people. This is going to be kind of a good floor for a base because this is where you can put all your best brain rots. People who are trying to steal them from you are going to have to go through the entire maze to get them and steal them away. But then at the same time, if you get like a lucky block or something, you're going to have to go through this maze to go and open it. Anyways, we've got the maze going this way now. Where should we make it go next? How about I have an idea. Let's select this wall here and then make it a little bit more open like that. And then let's select this wall and hold on. Can you even fit through here? No way. No. You can. Okay, this is kind of nuts. This part of the maze is actually kind of hard. Maybe we should make this the actual answer to the maze. Maybe this is like where you need to go through and then this side is the dead end because this side over here is pretty nuts. We'll see. We'll see. Let's just make this maze absolutely crazy for now. I'm literally just going to keep on putting more and more random walls.
Okay, I'm at $80 trillion. We're so close.
I'm at 90. We just need to get a little bit more money.
Wait, Aang, if you get it before me, can I just borrow some of your brain rots so that I can get it too?
Yeah, wait, PB Dash, I just had a thought cross my mind. Imagine if this lobby closes or like our games crash.
Don't even say that.
Then we're never gonna see this new Max Rebirth base.
Well, we'll probably see it once Sammy releases it to everyone.
True, but getting early access is pretty cool.
Okay, so we got this part of the maze now. Let's go ahead and put another wall here. Bro, building mazes in Steal a Brain Rot is actually an insane thing to do. This is the most complicated maze I think I've ever built in my entire life. I don't think I've ever built a maze that's better than this. Wait. What in the world am I even looking at here? This is crazy. So you got the right side here. You can go this way and then you can go this way. Oh, this is all just like a big loop. This is so mazy. This maze is actually mazing so hard right now. You know, you could say this maze is quite amazing. Wait, hold on. I just got a funny idea. This is going to scare my friends a lot. Let's go into the announcements thing and I'm going to say, warning, server closes in 10 minutes. There we go.
Warning, server closes in 10 minutes. Baby Dash, we gotta go quick.
Wait, are you sure we're both gonna be able to get the base?
Wait, I have an idea. What if you take all of my good brain rots and then you can get $150 trillion and then I can take all of your good brain rots?
Is that gonna be faster than just having our own brain rots?
I don't really know.
What in the world are my friends doing over there? All right, well, let's go ahead and move these walls like this. And then let's make an opening here. Building mazes is actually the most relaxing thing you could do in this game. You know, you got people running around stealing brain rots from each other. I'm over here just building a maze. I'm thinking for this area, we could also put another one of those sneaky jumps. Yes, just like this. We could put a little opening in the wall. And then in the middle, in order to get through it, you're going to have to jump over it. And again, because all of this will be invisible, this will be very hard for the regular person to find out about. All right, so now we've got this side over here being like a big loop. And then we've got a lot more empty space over here that we can use. Let's see. For the next part of the maze, I want to add something where if you mess up, if you like go through the wrong path, you have to restart the whole maze. And I think I know how we can do that. What if we have like a hole in the bottom of the floor that you fall through if you mess up this part of the maze? Wait, actually, that's not going to work because if you fall through the hole, you're just going to end up like, you know, still in your base. You're going to end up on the other floor of your base. Instead of a hole, what could we do here? Let me think. Oh, I got an idea. Maybe we can make... Wait, this is going to be evil. We can make this wall over here not have collision. That way, if you're like just running around aimlessly trying to get into the animal podium, if you walk on this wall, you're just going to fall straight through it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. In order to do that, though, this is going to be a little tough. We got to select all of this wall and make it non-collision. Actually, let's save this for a different wall. Instead of doing this whole sidewall here, let's make the back wall over here be non-collision. In order to do that, let's open up the Explorer again, and then we got to find this base that we're working on. Let's go into the plots, and then I think we're on base number 4. Is this one our base? Or is this one our base? Hold on. Let me go out of the maze so that I can find out. I think we are on this base. Yeah, base number 4 over here. This is our base. Okay, let's go into the decorations area. I think this is where we can start selecting the walls. Let me just get inside of the base. This is actually kind of a tough maze to go through, even though I know how it works, and it's not even invisible yet. Okay, so let's see. How do I actually make this thing invisible? Oh, I think I've got it selected. Side number 2. Got side 2 selected. Now we've got a folder in here with more stuff in the folder. Wow. Okay, Steal a Brain Rot has a lot of stuff inside of the bases. Look at this. I'm selecting each individual item here on the wall. Can I just select this entire wall? Wait, I think I have it selected. Do I have the entire wall selected? I don't even know. What in the world have I got on my hands here? Wait, this is actually so complicated. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. There's so many parts inside of the base that need to be changed. Wait, I think I've done it. Look at this. I've selected the back wall. Now, if we go in here and turn off collision tool off, can we just go through all of this? We can! Oh my goodness. I was not expecting to actually get that figured out. Wait, it looks like we can also go through the ground though. Oh no, we can't. That was just glitching out because I was flying. All right, perfect. So now we've got the entire back wall collision turned off, which means that you can fall through it. And if you fall through this, you're going to fall fall all the way to the bottom of your base, and you're gonna have to restart the whole maze. Perfect. Now let's continue our walls. Wait, that's actually so sick. I was not expecting to get the back collision to turn off. I'm kind of just the steal a brain rot goat. Let's go ahead and add some more walls to our maze. We got to make this thing even more mazy and more confusing. I got an idea for this part. We can just have a really annoying double wall thingy. So look, it's gonna be like this. Yeah, you're gonna have to go through this wall and then this wall over here. Yep, that's pretty good. And I think now let's just go ahead and build some walls that connect to the back wall here. All right, let's clone this wall, move it over here, and ooh, okay, I got an idea for this side. In order to make people fall through the back wall, what I'm thinking that we can do here is let's just put one narrow, long hallway over here that's gonna get my friends to just run this way. They're just gonna be trying to run along, trying to find where they need to go to next. But we're gonna make this hallway really long so that they're kind of forced to run out and fall through the back of the base. But in reality, the right place that you need to go to will be another wall over here like this. Yes, this is the answer. So look, my friends are gonna be trying to run. Remember, all this will be invisible, so they're gonna be trying to run this way. Let's go get our brain rot. Come on. And then they're just gonna fall through. Actually, I think we need to make this wall here. Uh-oh, this is so hard to build now. I think we need to make this wall over here. If I can get up, that is. We're gonna make this a little bit longer. Yep, we're gonna make this even more annoying. All right, let's test this out. Is this possible to actually do? This is kind of tough, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. You gotta like parkour around it. You know what? This is good. I want to make this base as annoying as I can possibly make it. There we go. Let's make this wall really long so that it's actually kind of hard to parkour around it. And then you know what? If you make it through all of this, then we can just make it an easy path to get to the brain rot podium. If I was a baby, that is. Hold on. We're not gonna make it easy at all. I've got an idea. What I'm gonna do for this last part is put another one of those jump thingies just like this. So you're gonna have to jump over this. And then let me select this jump panel and this big wall over here and just clone it, but flip it 180 degrees. So you're gonna have to go through both of these sides in order to get over. Yeah, this will be pretty great. And then what we can do after that is just select both of these walls that we've got. We can select that wall and then also this wall over here and then just clone these constantly. Look at this. We can just clone this and move it this way. This is actually evil. And all right, if you make it through all of this, then you can finally get over here to your brain rot and you can do whatever you want with it. But wait, we gotta add a system so that people can't just, go through this non-collision wall and just parkour around everything, because that would be too OP. What we can do to solve that problem is actually pretty easy. Let's just select this wall, this big wall, clone it, and then move it back like this. There we go. And then we just gotta have only this part of the wall be open. Yep, exactly like this. Let's see. Will this work? Yeah, this looks pretty good. And okay, I think the base is pretty much done.
Okay, I get you 150 trillion. Do you think it's time?
I think we still have time. The message said that the server is gonna close in 10 minutes. The server hasn't closed yet.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, should we start selling all of our brain rots now?
It's gonna hurt to see my brain rots go, but I think it's time to do it.
Okay, hold on. My friends are starting to sell their brain rots and stuff. While they do that, I need to quickly make everything in this maze invisible. So let's go in here and it's time to just start selecting everything and just making it all invisible. This is gonna be one challenge. All right, let's select that. Transparency, set it to 1. Let's select this. I'm just gonna go around and select everything and I'll be back when it's all invisible. And okay, there we go. All of the walls are now invisible. While I was going through making everything invisible, I was getting stuck in the maze myself, even though I built it. This maze is actually insane. There is no way my friends are gonna be able to get through this.
And okay, there we go. I only have 3 brain rots left. Are we really about to do this?
I mean, we've already gone this far. There's no going back now.
Okay, my friends are about to finish selling all their brain rots. Let me select all of this and then it is time to clone it and move it into position.
Okay, here we go. I'm about to sell them.
Okay, it looks like my friends are about to sell their last few brain rots. Let me just select all of this and then clone and let's start bringing this over so that we can put it on top of their bases.
There we go. I just finished selling all of mine.
All right, me too. Now are we gonna get the new Max Rebirth base?
Okay, let's go into the announcement. I'm gonna say congrats. It seems like 2 players have done it.
It just said congrats. It seems like 2 players have done it. Wait, Baby Dash, these are global messages going out to everyone on the server. Are we the only 2 players that did this?
We're the best Steal a Brain Rot players ever. But, my base looks kind of the same.
Wait a second. What's that behind my base? Wait, Baby Dash, look, I think I'm getting a new floor on my base.
Wait, we're getting a 4th floor?
Okay, wait, I just made myself invisible with commands so that I can actually go here without being caught. And let me just move the base into position.
This animation for upgrading our base is so cool.
I know, it's like Sammy's here building the base himself.
Yeah. This it's animation for their base is so cool. Anyways, I think Anne's base is in position now. Let's just make sure that it's perfectly good. There we go. Yeah, that looks good.
There it is. I think my base is done.
When am I gonna get mine?
Let's go ahead and clone it and then move it to Baby Dash's base too. And there you go, Baby Dash. Now you have your base as well.
Look, I just got one too.
This is awesome, but it looks like in order to get up, we have to use a ladder.
Whoa, and there's one more plot up there. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, hold on. I need to get up to the ladder.
It looks like to get up to it, we need to climb our stairs and go up to the side.
This is so cool. We're the first players ever to have the new Rebirth base.
All right, I'm going up. It looks like we have one plot here, but my base is a little glitched. I can't go inside.
Wait, hold on. I'm still trying to do parkour. It's a little bit harder for me since I'm small.
Looks like Anne is trying to go into the base, but have fun getting through this maze.
It's like there's invisible walls in the way or something.
Wait. Anne's actually going the right way. She might solve the maze.
What do you mean invisible wall? Oh, I see what you mean. Wait, my base is the same.
Maybe it's like a little bit glitchy because we just got them. Ah, I just fell to the bottom.
Wait, and I'm making it closer to the thing. Ah, I just fell!
I think Baby Dash fell through the back of the base. Let's see how long it takes for them to get through that.
Huh, is this like a maze or something that we have to go through? Wait, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer to the back of the base.
I made it to the back of the base and then I fell.
What do you mean you fell?
I fell like out of the base. And wait, I made it! Almost. Wait, how do I go through this wall? I made it! Look!
No way Baby Dash actually made it. What in the world?
I'm still kind of stuck here. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Anne is inside of the part that's meant to be a dead end. But you know what? I think now would be a great time to tell my friends that it was me who set up these rebirths the whole time and that there's no actual rebirth base.
Wait, what's that in the distance over there? Looking in the sky.
Huh? Oh yeah, wait, that kind of looks like the floor that we just got on our base. Maybe Sammy left it in there for testing or something.
All right. Let me go ahead and uninvisible myself. There we go. That is not the right command. There we go. Hey, guys.
Wait, Dad? What are you doing here? Wait, how are you flying?
Well, wait, did you get the rebirth too? Is this what you unlock once you get this new rebirth?
No, guys. I didn't get the rebirth because the rebirth was not real. Guys, that rebirth was set up by me the entire time.
Wait, where am I based? What do you mean set up by you the entire time?
Yeah, wait, we saw Sammy's messages.
Oh, you saw Sammy's messages? Oh, wait, and I just brought you into the sky.
I fell through the map.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Sammy literally said there was going to be a new rebirth.
Oh, did he now?
Wait, you can make those messages?
How did you do that?
Skills, I guess. I don't know. But this is what you get for stealing my brain rots the other day when I went to the bathroom.
You're still mad about that?
I mean, not really mad. That was just a funny prank that I thought. But anyways, the good luck trying to get the next rebirth. Not happening because it doesn't exist.
Are you serious? How did we actually fall for that, Baby Dash?
Wait, we just sold all of our brain rots.
Oh, yeah, I think it's time for me to go now. See ya.
Get back here.
Whee! That was pretty crazy. And if you want to watch the next video, then click on the video on the screen right now.